The fact of the matter is that he's even smarter than he is letting on. He is toying with us. Look at him. Look at his face. He's laughing at you. He mocks us for his own personal pleasure. And for this, I think we owe him our thanks. I am in awe of Steve. I admire his career. I respect him more than anyone, with the possible exception of Martin Scorsese.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening. I was a little nervous about coming out first, but then I found out my very good friends Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock were out first last year. I thought, well, I'm funnier than those two idiots. It would be easy for me to stand up here for the next few minutes and talk about Tina Fey's brilliance, her wit, her accomplishments in television and film, but this seems to be neither the time nor place. So instead, I would like to talk about how the Mark Twain Prize has become a degraded and worthless award that brings the recipients such shame and dishonor. Well, think about it. It's an award that's given out on a Tuesday. Yet every November, Washington, D.C. becomes a comedy mecca. And we all know how funny Mecca is. I once asked Tina, would you rather be remembered as a comedian or a writer? And Tina paused for a moment, and she said, Steve, this is the restroom. But isn't it refreshing to find a female comedian who's both really good and funny looking? Excuse me, that should have read really funny and good looking. Sorry. Some have suggested that Tina is too young to be given a Lifetime Achievement Award. But you wouldn't say that if you knew that Tina only has 2 more hours left to live. Oh, sorry. Tina, I'm just laughing at something you said to me once. Oh, no, it was something I said to you. Never mind. You know, comedians don't get to be called geniuses because comedians have to do thousands of things, and you're only as funny as your last joke. People in other fields, you know, Albert Einstein did one thing. Oh, big genius. But we in the comedy community,
It is not only an honor to be here tonight, it is a contractual obligation. Mark Twain's real name was Samuel Clemens. Ironically, Tina Fey's real name is Mark Twain. These are known as scripted opening jokes. They are prepared in advance in the hopes that they will elicit gales of laughter when performed. We all know that Tina excels as a writer, but I would like to speak briefly about another one of her talents: improvisation. The ability to create without the guidance of script or preconceived notion. This is a discipline in which Tina Fey has flourished. In the 1990s, at Chicago's Second City, she defined her gifts as an actor, a humorist, and an improviser. I was also working at Second City at the time, and though I was a few years ahead of her, I kept hearing the most wonderful things about this beautiful, immensely talented woman. As a side note, and not many people know this, Tina and I dated briefly during our time in Chicago. To be fair, we only went out once, remember? Yes, you do. We went to the spaghetti warehouse. I had the spaghetti, and you, as I recall, were not that hungry. We had a terrific time. We talked about improv and acting and comedy, and I remember laughing so hard. She didn't say very much. In fact, she hardly said anything at all, but I think I laughed at just about everything you did say. She must have thought I was a bit of a goofball. She's so funny and so pretty. Even the way she kept looking at her watch, very, very funny. I was extremely sorry when she had to leave early that night. I do hope your cat is feeling better. Weeks later, we laughed about our date from hell, her words, and we both thought that it might be a good idea if I stopped calling her all the time. But back to the art of improvisation. What makes Tina such a good improviser? Well, she is smart and funny and inventive, but mostly she is the kind of person that you can't stop thinking about after you've had just one date, and cry as you might, she refuses to give you a second chance. Tina is a fearless improviser. She takes risks, she dares to offend, and shrugs off the obvious choice.
Taboo. Hello.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Someone turned up.
Please hold your applause. You know how competitive Steve is. Tonight is one of those magical moments when the one percenters come together to honor some of our own. And it is an absolute thrill for me to have been asked to honor my dear friend Steve, Bashir al-Assad Martin. Actually, it's more than a thrill, it's a complete and utter obligation. Steve, there are so many people more worthy than me to speak about you, but as they told the Academy, Saturday is such a good TV night. The Governor's Awards are considered the highest honor an actor can receive in mid-November. I remember when I got my Governor's Award, it feels like it was only 5 years from now. Some good news, Steve. President Obama said that if you like your Oscar, you can keep it. Wow, Steve, an Oscar. And we all said there was simply no way Steve could top the birth of his child. But the Oscar, of course, is different from a child. Steve is willing to hold his Oscar. The word genius has been used a lot tonight, so I might as well call Steve one. But I think it's safe to say that Steve Martin is a genius. Not particularly true, but safe. And I believe that genius rubs off on all of us. For example, Steve's passion is philosophy. And right now, I don't think there's one person
He's sarcastic. Why have you changed?
Why am I here?
Just watching one of my favourite things on the internet. American comedians honouring each other. Funny speeches. Notice like the AFI Awards, Governors Awards, and what do you call it? That famous American comedian from like 200 years ago, Mark Twain. But there's, you know, like Tina Fey, Steve Martin, Marty's show. They're all very, very funny speeches. Just so many times. Yeah, I just wanted to, like earlier today, I don't know if you was here the other day, and one of my friends was on Bike Hub, and I saw he was on Instagram, and he was doing like a cooking video, and he came across really well. So he was making a meal with Italian and Korean fusion. Fucking more like confusion. He's still warm. It's fucking near the end of September. See if I can just have 2 glasses of wine only. They say that wine is the only thing that is actually good for you, the only alcohol that's good for you. Do a search on that, see if it's worth anything. Can you see it? It's called, not been used, Tableware Atlas Susan, Santa Fe. It's never been used. Soap, right? I said Susan. Maybe I should have put Zippo first. And this is it, Susan Tableware. Maybe we should put Atlas Zippo. Download Genital Dermatology by Atlas. I've got to find out what it is first. Because there's so many. It's tableware Atlas Susan. So I don't know if Atlas is the company. But you won't really, I don't know. Would you call a lighter a zip tableware? Yeah, so I thought Google's supposed to be fucking good, but I don't think they give you all the fucking options, do they? All they want to give you is the ones that pay money. Let's have a look. Zippo lighters. Rare Zippo lighters collectibles. There's the Cartier lighters. Rare Zippo lighters. Let's have a look. Let's try Atlas. Okay, maybe we found something here. Yeah, there's some quite interesting ones here. Tom's Toasted Peanuts. So I typed Atlas and all the only thing that's popped up is like figures of Atlas. Let's have a look. Maybe should try on eBay. Oh, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Popeye. There are some pricey ones. Hey, so what, are you not working at the moment? Zippo 03. Do you think that was made in 2003? So it looks like Zippo's the maker then. And they just make them for all these.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So please hold your applause. You know how competitive Steve is. Tonight is one of those magical moments when the 1%ers come together to honor some of our own. And it is an absolute thrill for me to have been asked to honor my dear, dear friend, Steve, Bashir al-Assad Martin. Actually, it's more than a thrill. It's
Oh, you're going to do the work yourself, yeah?
Steve, there are so many...
I better save this packet. Which reminds me, I've got to start looking through all the crap I've got downstairs and upstairs. But no one smokes nowadays, do they? Low battery warning. I think I'm going to start see if I can start tidying this fucking place up. Then see about the what did I do? I went to the warehouse, dropped some light bulbs off. Then I picked up the drill. I took some things apart. I went to my friends to see if he got 10,000 yen for me. He wasn't in. Sold some steel for 400 kilogram of steel for 1,000 yen. Then I used the electric drill to unfasten a few more things. But now I'm going to be trying to sort this room out because I want to, like I said, get this computer sorted out. And maybe I need to buy it. I'm going to look for somewhere in the house upstairs. I've got a charger for this small laptop. You know, if I can find that, I'll be very happy. If I can't find it, then I'll just have to buy one. Then check the lotto. Yeah, so I've got to like make room for that. All right, pal, I'm going to get off, start doing things. I'll see you later, Cirque. Yeah, I think if I was going to get a second-hand computer, my old friend gave me this years ago. There are, but you're better off maybe going to the scrapyard. All right, pal, see you later. Bye.